What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we are here with a realistic rebuilding of the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a tough decision. I'm getting to that point where we're getting close to the really solid teams in the league. It was either between this team, the Buccaneers, or the Chargers, and I would debate that the Chargers are worse, so I think the Chargers are going to be next. But these Cardinals and the Buccaneers were the lowest overall teams, so we went with who was worse, and I think the Buccaneers are much better off than the Cardinals are at the moment. I'm not going to say that this should be hard, but I'm also not going to say it's going to be easy, as Chandler Jones, he's aging, he's going to need a contract. Safety, yikes. Tyrann Mathieu, I'm debating on putting at corner, because if Bethel's a 72 at corner, but a 78 at free safety, and Mathieu could probably go to an 85 or more at corner. Cornerback's a little more important, I think. A few people were saying, there's rookies, or this or that, and I don't understand why people don't get what I'm saying, but I don't want to do the rookies because Madden 18 is kind of close, and they're going to have more accurate rookie ratings, and the off-season team players are going to be accurately represented, and the contracts are going to be right. It's kind of dumb for me to go off of someone's random guesses for rookies when it's still technically preseason rosters. It's their preseason salary, which completely changes the game anyways. So, plus, I'd rather have the rookies for next year. I mean, what else am I going to do? It'd be basically redoing the whole series for no reason. So, I'm just going to continue with these until, we either complete them all or we get to the next game. But, of course, in real life, the Cardinals, they went with middle linebacker, well, just linebacker, but they went with linebacker, they went with safety, and they went with wide receiver in the first 3 rounds, and I can't argue with those selections at all. I'd like to see someone on the interior defensive line for them, though. Losing Calais Campbell is rather rough. It's not the biggest position that you need, but, I mean, if you got terrible players in there, your ground game, your defense in the ground game is going to be really rough. So I think we're going to pretty much follow suit with them in the draft coming up. But obviously, it comes down to what is best available. And, I wouldn't like to use the word tank. I don't think any GM wants to use that word. But specifically in these rebuilds, we will quote-unquote tank. But I think we're going to go for it. I'm not a huge fan of Carson Palmer, so we will be looking for a quarterback in the draft, especially how old he is. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily sold on replacing him. So if he plays well, he's on the squad, I suppose. I know Deone Bucannon, he usually moves over to safety for most people that do rebuilds, but I don't think that's the realistic move as of right now, as middle linebacker is a huge need for us, even with Gerald Hodges. But the real question is, what is Daryl Washington doing? Is he done in the league yet? Okay, so apparently Tyrann Mathieu is staying at safety because he drops for an 85 down to a 76. That is unacceptable. So Aaron Williams will stay, and we will get rid of Corey Graham. So like I said, we just signed a bunch of players. Not going to keep them all, but for the most part, we are going to keep these guys. Calais Campbell, it really sucks that we got rid of him, but at the same time, the money is not worth it. It really isn't. As much as I love Calais Campbell, one of my favorite players in the league. Not really, I'm not saying that he's the most skilled player of all time. I just like him. He just makes sense to what I like in real life and in the game. Just a big, beastie guy that's intimidating. That's what gets, me oh shit, dude, this guy's a beast. Phil Dawson, 41 years old, going strong. That's my dude right there. Come on, Phil. Keep it going, my dude. 41 and strong. I don't know if he's retired in real life, but other than maybe a couple of trades, I don't see anything changing with this roster, so that's what we're going to rock with here. Larry Fitz, the GOAT, 90 overall. Would wish he would have came on to the Packers one time in his career. Andre Ellington, we're looking to trade, but if not, we'll have him as a backup. Can't really be mad there. Offensive line isn't the greatest I've seen, but honestly, this team isn't in rebuild mode, but of course we're going to, it's still called a rebuild for us. We do have to change to a 3-4. I don't think we're in one right now. But, yeah, the squad we have right now, I think, can easily make the playoffs. It's a tough division, but I think we can easily make one of the wild card spots at least. So I don't know if we're going to go 16-0. What's the case? We're in week 3, but that is the problem. Draft stores, okay, what do we have? A rugby player, 55. Looks like a linebacker, which would be huge. But having a bad draft selection early on because we're a decent team is going to suck if we're not great. Oh, my God. For one, I don't even know what the hell the guy's name was. Oh, there he is. He's a 3-4 pass rusher. We're not really in the market for one, but an early second? What was it, a third? Early third. I'd be all over that, but did you see the corner? Bam, 6'4". One of the best cornerback drafts I've ever seen, and I haven't even like scouted the guys. Just knowing or just having the potential of them all being greens makes this one of the greatest cornerback rosters I've ever seen. How young is the 6'4"? A lot of 23s and older, though. That is the one thing that sucks. You hear Chandler Jones quick. So AQ Shipley, I don't believe in him that much. I don't believe in many of these guys much. See, I feel like these are all questions that we would have to answer at the end of the season to see how well they played. Most of these guys would be gone. Xavier? What about Xavier? He wants a bonus too. All right. So we have an early first here, but he's a 24-year-old, so I wouldn't even want him anyways. Can we find anyone green? I don't even know why I continued scouting at B throw power. Not bad, not bad. There we go. Late second. Anyone with quick, you know? Like, even Carson could retire this year for all we know. Ooh, damn it. That's what I want to find is one of them late guys. I believe, ooh, early fourth. He's 24, though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The fuck is this? What is this sorcery? Oh, he's a blocker. Okay, maybe you should try tackle. Like, okay, pal. Wrong position. Just gain the extra 20. Change careers, man. Like, actually, maybe that's what they do. I never even thought about that. Unless he is early first, I think we might take him. I think we might. Childers is a safety? Apparently the #1 projected player in the draft, too. Can't really go wrong with him, but definitely not worth it for us. Cordell Adkins. Can't really miss, but with 24 years of age and an early first taggage, I think we're fine. It's going to be a little rough if Carson does shit the bed on us, which I think he might. I really do think he might. I don't know if those are proper words or not, but I used them. So I'm kind of curious to see where we are. I mean, there's a damn good chance we don't make the playoffs, which I'm okay with. Please be 5-11. Please be 5-11. We're 100% rooting for it now because that's like a top 10 pick. We, of course, go 7-9. Why wouldn't we? That is like top 18. Terrible. Carson Palmer actually had a decent season considering David Johnson had a really poor season. Well, in consideration to David Johnson type things, like not great at all. John Brown did all right. Larry Fitzgerald did really well considering how old he is. Probably about to retire like we assume. Rough offensive line. What about Saxton and oh yeah, Nkemdiche with 9. That's not bad. Fucking 9 picks, not great at all. Phil Dawson didn't do well, and I believe he's still in the league. I think they both are. Well, actually, I don't know. I might just go into the next. Who had that many yards? David Johnson. Man, did pretty well there in the kick return. 25th in offense, defense probably top 20 at least. 18, not bad at all. Let's take a look at any awards. I doubt we would have gotten anything. Let's take a look. Lions, Paul Warlow. Jeez, are you serious? Wow. Cowboys getting some awards. Quarterback. Carson was 8. Best running back. Damn, not even on the list? Are we serious? Freeman and Coleman. Like, you're telling me both of them did that well? No chance. Not a chance in hell. And we don't get any awards at all. I guess it's one good timing to tell you guys that I forgot to boost up the XP sliders, right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. I know I am. Let's go on to... let's skip the Super Bowl. Let's go to the offseason. Tom Brady was MVP. I didn't even pay attention to that at all. And rest in peace. Larry Fitzgerald does retire, giving us a really rough situation with no wide receiver. Super Bowl 28-21 Seahawks over the Raiders. Take a quick look. Robert Griffin, the backup for the Seahawks, gets a Super Bowl win. That's very ironic. Cordero Patterson, was it the starter? Oh, yeah, the receiver. I forgot Cordero's on their team now. Nothing too spectacular there. Yikes. I really should have paid him the money. Oh, that's actually a really cheap tag, actually. 8.84 is not bad. And that actually works really well because it gives us a chance to draft and also take a look at next draft before having to pay him any money. I know they would probably re-sign Scooby Wright in real life, but we're guaranteed a decent middle linebacker, which gives us no need for him. I'd much rather use Xavier Gooden, to be honest. He's so much faster. I mean, he's not really too much older either. Now, can we see some sort of playmaker wide receiver in the free agency? Got plenty of money, I would assume. Carson's going to retire next year. Hopefully that guy later in the draft, 23 years old, is good. What do we have? LeGarrette Blount. Isaiah Crowell. Don't need him, but that's an interesting name. Shaquille Barrett, Gerald Hodges. Some really expensive players here. People are actually paying money. The best time of the offseason coming up right here. I mean, I guess free agency's pretty fun too. Nah, free agency's 100% the best. Is Larry Fitzgerald a Hall of Famer? I'd like to think so. Such an exciting player, good person. My negotiations, so see you later, Taylor Gabriel, I suppose. Nick Mangold, for his price and the fact that he almost always goes to free agency, I think we can get him on a 2-year for virtually nothing. So I have no idea what our pick is. This is a very tough draft for me to figure out because that quarterback is a must-need. Oh, number 10. Okay, so we have the 10th pick overall. I don't know what our draft situation is like. Please tell me the Cardinals have a second round. Thank you. Thank you very much, Arizona Cardinals. And then a third round we do have. So that's good to know. Top 10 pick allows us, if we really, really wanted to trade up. That's tough. This quarterback we know is an automatic stud, but at 24 years old, like by the time this rebuild's over, he's going to be 28 just about. That's not good for progression. So I think we're just going to simulate and just, see where we're at. I think he's the guy. I think he is. Let's take a look. Quick dev. Interesting. So it says I reached, but anyone that plays an actual league knows for a fact I did not reach at all because, for one, someone would have taken him. 2, he's got quick development trait with good stats. He just has no awareness. He's late, but I can't risk him taking him. Another reach, kinda, but another, great development trait. So, my reactions kind of tell you the tale that maybe a development trait isn't the biggest thing for me because when I see dev, I do lose it usually. Like if I see oh shit, dude, he got good stats. Oh, we took the Steelers second as well. I'm not a huge fan of the move, but I think we're going to go with it. Quick dev, supposed to go 15. We took him 95. Can't be mad with it. 24 is rather old, like I said before, but he should develop decently. So it says this guy is early 6th, so we'll take him early mid 5th. Not great stats once again. Supposed to go 34. Excellent pick, supposedly. I don't even know if he's going to start on the team. Luis Worthy, please be quick or better. Normal, we took him 156. He was supposed to go 106. Not bad for potential, and we're desperate at middle linebacker, so I think we're going to start him. First things first, I want to go with the mid-7th. And we land a superstar. That's what I'm talking about. Samuel Kilmer, we took him at 170. He's supposed to go 32. Great strength, great stats in general, and superstar dev. So Jeffers, he is pretty decent. His agility and excel is actually rather low. Good tackle, rough hit power, great block shed, nothing else under the belt. Good in coverage. 6'1", 21 years old. Quick dev. Man, he makes for one hell of a middle linebacker. I am actually rather jealous. They took him 19. We would have taken him 10, though. I would have never traded down. So, I mean, pick your poison. I don't know if we would have landed the quarterback if we would have went that way. Saints, I believe this was the 2nd pick overall. Very fast, 6'4", quick development trait. What a land there. Really good player, 100%. Really, really good player there. Can't miss. Not like the greatest pick in the world, but I can't fault them for drafting a 21-year-old DT with superstar. Like, if he's as dominant as it looks, he's worth it, 100%. 80 overall quarterback. We know he's superstar. Let's just take a look at the stats. 70 speed. Your prototypical superstar beast quarterback. I might play Chandler Jones on the inside because we need to put him somewhere, and we're really lacking on the inside. So I think we're just going to put him there. I don't know how that's going to affect him. I believe he did play kind of a hybrid, the Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. So we should have our rookie quarterback in working, well, good positioning by week 5. Hopefully, he'll be at least like in 75 to 80 overall. Because awareness is really cheap, and that's really the only reason why he's low. Like, I'm not really happy with the year 1. Oh, Marcus Golden actually had a really decent season for XP. And especially since, once again, I forgot to change the XP sliders, which is good. For a year, the year that you forget The first year, if you don't do well, not bad, not bad. Does officially, at 37 years old, have trade value. And ooh, EA trying to screw me. So we know for a fact that the Giants would give a 3rd round. I will give them the trade of the 74th pick, which I don't know who that is, and Carson Palmer for their 2nd round pick. Easily accepted, not a question. Jalen Connor is a halfback, 21 years old, looking pretty solid. Quarterback Derek Catchings, 21 years old, of course. Wide receiver is without a doubt the biggest need on our list. Slot wide receiver can go kill itself. I don't really like wide receivers. I guess I do see them actually that are decent sometimes. Can we find a steal late? That's what I really want is the steals. So Shaquille Mangum, 6'1", 22 years old. Supposed to go early first. Not really in my life here. Mid first with decent stats. That, however, is... and then we have one last guy. Lattimore, I believe his name was. Was it Victor Lattimore? Not bad stats if that is him. And or maybe it was Staley. I don't know. It was one of them. Regardless. Going to week 17, we of course know we're not going to be in the playoffs. At least we don't think. What was our record? 2 players have regressed. What is the regression? Our punter. Oof. What was that thing, by the way? It said like, 280? All right. So we went 7-9 again. Fucking fantastic. Super awesome. Great stuff, guys. Hopefully he won. Our quarterback could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I hope he does. 4 touchdowns, 4 fumbles. I don't know why we're not getting touchdowns here. Receiving, John Brown had a really good season. Darby Ali did all right. Let's see. Anyone else do anything? Glitch with the O-line. Forgot to change the positions again. They need to definitely change that so I don't look like a sleazer. I'm not trying to. It's just I forget to do it sometimes. I'm like, I can't be bothered with it. Kick return, David Johnson. Punt return, Patrick Peterson. Nothing. 14 offense, a much better offense. Defense, were we better? So we were a much better team, but we still ended up 7-9, which is really interesting. I really hope our guy wins. Like, that's the only thing that matters. Is a quarterback, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and it is. Thank you very much. Their guy did not win it. And Chamberlain. Okay, so Chamberlain, I like that because he had Superstar, and he's 100% going to be one of the starters. And Lewis Worthy, or Lewis, whatever you want to call him, did not. So, not bad at all. How close was our wide receiver? Number 8, John Brown, not bad. Not bad, I suppose. Best DB, best kicker, nothing. Let's take a look at those XPs, because I did put the QB, or the XP boost on 35K. Not bad at all. Good 10K around for most of the other players. Defensively, Chamberlain, 70 or 37K at a 77 overall. So we have a great team. I think, well, not a great team, but we're getting there. 100% getting there. Let's take a look at the Super Bowl. I don't know what our damn rocker draft pick is going to be like. We definitely need a wide receiver. I found 2 sneaky guys that the Packers should easily destroy them. The Titans did end up with a great cornerback. I'm really jealous of that. Super Bowl, barely though. 5-point win for the Packers. Rodgers did well. He got outperformed by Mariota a bit though. Did not throw the pick like Mariota did though. Run game was the savior. So pretty much the reason why Aaron Rodgers looked so bad in comparison is because of the rushing touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns to John Brown. I think he's definitely worth it. He's had really good seasons too. And there we go. So I made a huge mistake, and I didn't pay Deone Bucannon for long enough, or didn't give him enough money, so he's testing free agency. I don't know what to do because I want him and Chandler. I think Deone's more important, so we're going to tag him for 7.9. So Chandler Jones, just like he usually does, goes to free agency. I believe he goes last season usually, but we did keep him around with the tag, but this time cannot let Deone go. Chandler Jones is about to regress, so I'm not too mad if he goes. CJ Mosley is here. So is Alden Smith, which gives us an option because Alden and Chandler were both rather similar players. Alden doesn't have the quick development trait, but I think he's still the better player. Jeremy Hill always goes to free agency. Sheldon Richardson makes more sense for us. He might be cheaper as well. So I think we might go Sheldon and get the true talent that we actually need at that position. The moment of truth, how many guys are we going to get? Hopefully we get at least 3. And so we got 3, like I said. Shields, very important. We paid him like a $200K bonus, $3 million on the year. And then Sheldon Richardson, got him. He got paid a bit. Anunwa, we didn't offer a single ounce of bonus, but he did get a $4 million yearly salary for 4 more years, or 3 more years technically, since we are in the season, quote unquote. Question is, who do we grab? We found a couple of cornerbacks that are don't really want to invest in those guys. Like, we'll take them because they're greens. Cornerback is a huge issue for us, so I believe we're going to have to take one early. Please be good. Please be good. Yes, I know he's 24, but looking solid there, my man. So I definitely have to keep these in mind, because if we grab, you know, 2 guys here, like if we grab these 2 later guys, we only need maybe 1. So I don't think I would go for that 3rd round guy that we don't know what his combine is like, because that's a risky move for a player we really don't need. So missing the playoffs was rough, but it would have been even better if we would have purposefully took some losses. We ended up with the 10th pick. Now we're ending up with the 13th. So 100% I want this middle linebacker all day and tomorrow. Can I move down? Nah, fuck it. We're taking this middle linebacker right now. 21 years old. If he has anything but slow, he's a great player. Anything but slow. What does he have? Normal. So you took him 13, supposed to go number 9. Really good player. Wish he had more than normal, but I mean, what can you do? So they did take Winters, which sucks because that was the corner I wanted the most because he was younger. Do we even go with this corner now? I guess I'm going to take a look at what we have scouted. Corner, center, late first center. Ooh, this is rough actually. Connor Arnfelt. Corner's our biggest need, so we're going to have to take corner. Slow dev, but as sad as it is, he makes for a number 2 corner. It's ironic. It's like he's slow dev. I think we're just going to go on. I know I want that wide receiver, but we don't necessarily need him. Please be decent. And what do we got? Quick dev. There we go. Another project player, but well enough to be number 2. Wide receiver course turning around a bit. Question what I do here at middle linebacker. Quick, supposed to go 7. We took him 79. A lot of those old players like that, they tempt you in because you know they're going to be good. But the problem with them is you also know that they're going to be old because it's clear as day, as you know that. Oh, Jesus. We went far down the list. So we're like in the mid to early 6th round. Please be good. He's 21. He would be amazing. Normal. Supposed to go 34. Now, this guy I can see starting because he's so young. That's really easy to develop. Please be decent. Normal. Supposed to go 26. Really good, solid player. Just, once again, 24 years old, which sucks. But could always be worse is what I like to say, considering he's still a first-round talent in the late 6th. Derek Kitchens, we know he has superstar. So at 21 years old, pretty solid player. All about that age, guys. That's all it is. Makes him deadly. 22 years old, superstar dev, 87 hit power. One of the most beast prototypical safeties you'll get. One of those Landon Collin, HaHa Clinton Dix, like future type players that you see dominate in the league for a while. You know, Eric Berry, whatnot. At least I thought he was. Oh, he is. Oh, is he ever. Man, is he a beast. Let's take a look. Normal dev. So he was good, but like I said, I think I made the right decision because he's a bit better than our guy, but at the same time, no development trade either. So, I mean, what's the difference? And he's got slow. So both corners that we were going to land and or did land were both shit. So after upgrading everyone, this is what we're looking like. Was this what we were planning on? I guess that was the lineup. Raji, obviously none of these guys are going to be upgraded. Kuhn, though, goes to an 84 overall. Nowak goes to an 84 overall. Although I think it's at 86 when I looked at it. Kilmer, I think, goes up a little bit. Let's take a look at defense. Hopkins is an 81 because... Or was he always an 81? I upgraded his awareness 1 because he got it from his practice I simmed. Not bad. Not bad already. Chamberlain, though, goes to an 86. That was a great move. Obviously, this guy should play number 1, even with, or number 2, with slow development trade. He's still worth putting there. Our team is 100% better. Not even a question. But the question is, can we make the playoffs? And I think with the years of development we're in right now, I definitely want to make the playoffs. Obviously, it's 50-50 here and there because you do want better picks for the draft. But I think this year we want to make the playoffs, and I think it is going to be the year that we do make the playoffs. Dayon has to wait. A lot of these guys have to wait. I don't know if I'm willing to sign Marcus Golding. Ooh, yes, superstar. Okay, that changes things. I thought he was going to have, like, quick. Take a look at the draft. What do we got here? Draft stories. We have a quarterback. Okay, I don't care. A fullback. Okay, so Jabari Barton. I want to take Jabari Barton here. Let's take a look. Fullback. What is this guy? Jabari Barton, a 4th rounder. He's 21 years old. He's got some running back stats on him. This is interesting. We've got development here. Ooh, this guy old as hell, but decent. Come on, playoffs. We actually have a legit chance, guys. Can we make it, please? Please. I'm going to actually be really devastated if we don't make it. Please. Yes! 10. Okay. So, Aaron Rodgers was the beast. We didn't win the division, but we still made it. I'm going to show you how crazy this is. Like, loss, loss, win, win, loss, win, loss, loss. So we were what? 3 and 4. Was it 3 and 4 or was it 3 and 5? It was actually 3 and 5. Then we went win, 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 win. 5-win streak, loss, 2 wins in a row to sneak into the playoffs. The biggest part about that is just making it. Huge upgrade from 7 to 9. Zachary Kuhn had a bit of an up year. David Johnson had a huge year compared to what he normally has. John Brown did well. Willie did all right. Or he did really well. But then Raji, man, get some more yards, my bro. I wanted you to win some awards, and you didn't. Probably. Hopkins. What about sacks? Do we have a lot? Income Dici. Are we in a 3-4? I think the Cardinals might actually not be in a 3-4. Which would really suck. Either way, we end up with good defensive seasons anyways. 18-0. What about defense? Come on, defense. 25. What? How are we 10-6? What in the world? I don't know what to tell you guys. Doesn't matter to me, though, because guess what? We're in the frickin' playoffs. No one can take that away. Derek Kitchens. How close were we? Not even close. Hopkins, obviously. We had 3 of the top 3. Really good there. Do we have any other stats? I doubt it. Almost had best kicker. That would have been cool. So I think we're going to have to change up our playbooks. I don't like the playbooks here at all. And do we have any crazy XPs? Hopkins will have a lot. 25K. He's already at 86 overall. So this should be pretty good upgrading for us. I don't know if we're going to win the Super Bowl. It's tough. It's tough, but we have one of the better teams around, though. So it also wouldn't be like crazy shocking if we actually won with this squad. So a quick look at the updated squad. Not a whole lot of upgrades. David Johnson did move up a little bit. Raji, of course. I think you've seen defensively. We probably had a bit. Hopkins went to a 90. McCullough is only an 81, though. Pass rush is decent. We're above average, so we can easily get it done. Super Bowl can easily be had. Question is, will it be had, though? We're going to have a bye week, or not bye week, but away game every single game. 86 to their 80. The Cardinals, I believe, started at a 78. So in 2 years, we make them a 86 or better. Not bad. Not bad at all. We are up by 5 here in their red zone. So that's going to be a score 21-9. I wouldn't write this one off just yet. Even now, I wouldn't write it off. Unless we score a touchdown, which we don't. Like I said, don't write her off. Plenty of time, and that's going to be game. You can't be punting it that much. Ooh. Okay, it's a pick, so yeah, that's game. Defense locking up for us, getting the job done. 24-9. I'll show you guys our quarterback, the classic blonde, long hair quarterback. That's when you know you drafted a great player. They're all blonde hair, long hair guys. Like, it's just so annoying. And their pitcher isn't even close to that. Wow, how ironic is they gave 3 sacks up from the guy we traded them in the draft. That is rough. Picks, Hopkins, of course. I don't know what it is, but Hopkins reminds me of like a freaking Patrick Willis and Ray Lewis, but he's like 5'11". I don't know. It just reminds me of Patrick Willis for some reason. Ooh, 10-6 versus the 12-4 Packers. A lot of wins we need to take if we want to win this thing. 88 to their 87. They have home field advantage. Their defense sucks. but their offense is going to be impossible to stop. That's not good. Right before half, giving up a score, and then we get one back. They get 3, so that's all right. Start of the second half, we're up 14, giving them a little bit of momentum. We're up 21, and the defense, I don't think holds. Do they? They don't hold. I mean, they did really well, but 3-yard touchdown on 4th and goal. Good play by the defense, just not enough. And offense is on fire against that Packers defense, which struggles. And our defense is obviously on fire because they're one of the best in the league. David Johnson with a 50-plus yard touchdown. That is amazing. I honestly did not expect that. I know the Packers have a rough defense, but usually they still just dominate on offense. We held them to 17 points. I mean, he got destroyed. Kuhn had nearly a perfect game. I know it's the different, it's just like real life. Matt Ryan obviously going to outperform. Wow, the rushing game by Kuhn. But obviously Matt Ryan's going to outperform Rodgers when the two defenses aren't even close. Not even close at all. Even the two offenses aren't really even close because it's Julio Jones versus Jordy Nelson. Like Cobb versus Taylor Gabriel. Like, what can you argue? Devontae Adams, that's about it. But we are finally meeting our match here with the 90 overall Dallas Cowboys. I don't see us even coming close in this one. Ooh, that's a great play. Ooh, that's another great play. Des Bryant and company. Do we stop them? They went for a field goal. Very shocking. Offense is dominant for us as well. Quincy Enunwa coming in here. Run game has been good. Can we get in there? 1st and goal, and that's going to be a Super Bowl trip. Year 2. Oh, maybe not. Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, it is. Wow. 37-26. So, as much as the offense has let us down during the regular season, they have come alive here in the playoffs. Absolutely. Dak is pissed. We're in the Super Bowl. That is crazy. Yeah, Kuhn is really good. I can't believe how good he is, man. It's those blonde hair quarterbacks have those traits. They're just deadly. David Johnson clearly outperformed Elliott. When you rush the ball 38 times and have a slightly better average with 2 touchdowns, you easily destroy the other running back. Raji with a touchdown. Nowak with a lot of catches. Not bad. Defensively, sacks. Do we have any? There was half for each. Really just a precise game from both teams. We just pulled out the victory. They took more field goals than us. We had 1. They had 4. You turn all of those field goals into touchdowns, or even just turn 2 of them into touchdowns. That's, completely different game. The better team, the better coach team as well, is in the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can win this thing. Unless it's one of the really good teams, I think we are just going to call it quits after 1 Super Bowl is won. That's, I think, the right move to do. 88 to their 82. It's just because realistic rebuilds, the challenge is to get to the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to build I am trying to build a good team, but I'm trying to do enough to get to the Super Bowl and win it. And in the fantasy styles, that's where I'm trying to get enough to win the Super Bowl and see how many we can win in a short period of time. Kind of like with the Patriots. I think we won, 3 straight? One of our best rebuilds we've ever had. To put up some major points here. So start of the 3rd, we're up 11. That's what I like to see. Are we going to win a Super Bowl year 3, which isn't really super spectacular, but I'm used to these realistic rebuilds taking ages. 4th and 2, we get the stop. Actually, it might have been a blocked field goal or something. And I believe we're going to win a Super Bowl with that note. The running game has been deadly. Here it is. That's the Super Bowl. Wow. I cannot believe. I have to show you guys we didn't cheat because that was, to me, surprising. This rebuild, 3 hours is actually a long time. That's how long my rebuilds used to take. But this rebuild was a 3-hour recording. Under 3 hour, but it'll probably finish by 3:05-ish. Not bad. Not bad at all. Who's going to be the MVP? Is it going to be the quarterback? Dayon and the quarterback. Those guys were the 2 best. The Dayon was actually really good on defense for us. Pretty much every position he tried playing. Tyrod's a little devastated. Wouldn't surprise me if the Bills get close. It wouldn't surprise me. The NFC East isn't good, but it's also not. Okay, so I don't know what I lost. For whatever reason, my audio recording failed. I don't know when it failed, so it might be a voiceover at some point. I have no clue. But, of course, if you wanted to see that we didn't cheat, you guys already saw all the games going up. We didn't cheat or anything. But 1 game played, no force win. 1 no force, 1 no force, 1 no force. So really a fluke and a half. Like some really good wins too. 38 points, 37 points, 41 points, 24 points. A little low, but really good. A really good rebuild. I like it. Let me know what you guys thought of it. I always ask, but 500 likes, we'll do another one in by Sunday. I should say it in the beginning, and I never do because I'm just like, it's just awkward to me. I like to do the video like I normally do. I really don't know how we did so well. I don't know. Let's take a look at the regular season again. Like, you look at the teams you lost to. We lost to the Rams. We lost to the Packers, which we whooped up on. Lost to the Niners. The Raiders, like, I think just, I guess upgrading our players must have been the key. Because if you guys seen it, it was what? 18-0, 25D for some reason? I don't know. Also, I guess to be fair, we did change to the Cowboys O, Packers D. I think that might have helped as well. But, I mean, anyways, that's the rebuild. It was a premature rebuild that somehow we got to the Super Bowl and we won it. And, I mean, it wasn't lucky because we dominated our way through the playoffs. It was an absolute domination. I don't know. Maybe the Cardinals aren't as bad as I thought. Not that, like I said, I think we're starting to get into the teams that aren't really bad. I think the Chargers might be a bit harder. But then again, they're in somewhat similar situation. Wide receiver position's rough. Good running back. Couple young players outside. We do have a good tight end to start with, though. And then a not bad quarterback, but an old quarterback that you want to replace early because you don't want to pay a lot of money for a guy that's going to retire right when you're ready. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back for next video. Let me know what team you think should be next. You can see in the playlist of realistic which ones we've already done and then kind of use process of elimination to figure out which ones are next. But it's either Buccaneers or Chargers for me. And I think the Buccaneers are actually well off in the real life. I think the Buccaneers could be, next 4 or 5 one. The next 4th or 5th. Not the next rebuild itself. But hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!